Hi, I'm gojenn. I have a podcast for knitters and crocheters and spinners, but I am also going to branch out into incorporating my planner into my craft life. And so this is going to be how I set up my journal, which is a fauxdori. And then I'm doing some challenges from YouTube and Facebook. So this is my new planner. This After I ordered my planner, I went to the dollar store and got some stickers and markers and notepads because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this. So the dollar store was a lot of fun. I did get my books from Amazon, and I ordered the moleskines or moleskina. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. So I do have spare notebooks ready to go as soon as I fill the first ones up. This is my Foxy Fix. It is a beautiful, beautiful deep purple color. Foxy Fix is on Etsy. I didn't know any better, and so I ordered it with 2 elastics, and I really wish I had ordered it with 4 elastics. So I have incorporated a rubber band into my system, so that's totally on me and not on the shop. I should have ordered 4. When you open the book, I have my first notebook that I've just decorated a little bit. I am new to this kind of journal keeping. I have scrapbooked in the past, so I'm just going to try to use some of that with my journaling here. My initial idea was to have one notebook for my crafts, one notebook for planning, and one notebook for just journaling regular life stuff. After 2 days of trying that, I realized that my journaling nearly all has to do with my crafting, so I am going to just have the one journal for crafting and life stuff. And that's this first one. And I printed out a list of supplies I have for a craft event, and then I just taped that in the book. Then I did some journaling, and this is my first ever washi tape. I really like it, so that's fun, and using some stickers. It is a lot of fun. I have also decided to learn how to Zentangle, Zentangle. Just Google that. It is a way of intentional doodling to help you relax, help you be calm, and then just make some pretty pictures. So that has made me happy. I am planning on playing with the orientation of my book, as you see here, and incorporating a lot of the patterning from the Zentangles as well. It makes me happy, and I will definitely be adding color to my pages. And that's as far as I've gotten. This first journal is a grid line journal. This is field note sized. So all of my notebooks and everything are 3.5 by 5.5. To decorate the back of that first journal, I had a picture made of this is some tangles from some yarn that I spun on my spinning wheel, and I just thought it was really pretty and artistic looking, so I Mod Podged that to the back of that journal. And when I was cleaning out my brush, I really realized you're a crafter when you're drying your Mod Podge brush right there in the rack with your toothbrush. I did want to show the difference in the thickness of my planner, which I'm using a week on 2-day spreads, but that's because since I'm starting the 1st of July officially, this is a 16-month planner. So it's thick and bulky, but that way I don't have to start a new planner in January. So this is the month at a glance. I like this because that way I can put in appointments and things, birthdays, things that I want to make sure I don't forget. The clipper note on the left is just to hold the pages down so I could photo some diary stuff, but I have the week on the left and then notes on the right. And I'm not exactly a bullet journaler, but I do make my lists and notes of things that I have to remember to do. A lot of that I do on the computer and then print it out, so I'll be doing that as time goes on. And this is my last notebook. It's got plenty of room for one or two more notebooks, but I'm going to go with this. Because I started in this, June 22nd, knowing that everything would really get started. And that washi tape on the left, that's the first washi tape I've ever used. So exciting. And this is where I was trying to decide whether I would journal in this for my regular life stuff and then have the separate craft one, but it just didn't work out. So I'm trying to set some goals and make some things happen. And it's just fun to make it pretty while you do it. And I decided that the best way to use this notebook is to join up with the Lister's Got a List challenge from the Reset Girl on YouTube and Facebook. And so I started with the 1st of July, and my plan is to make lists the whole month. So this was January 1st and 2nd, and 3rd and 4th. I am using some pens that I got at the dollar store, and you'll see there I've got a whole lot of shadowing right behind it, and it looks horrible. But that's fine, because I know that when I get to that day, which will be July 5th, I can write that on a piece of paper and then just glue it over that, so I don't have to worry as much about the shadowing coming through. Okay, these are my supplies for 1 month, one book, July. It's my journal. That is my favorite pen at the moment. And then some markers that have a fine point on one end and then a brush tip on the other end that I got at the super marked down section of Hobby Lobby. So that made me happy. So this is my Foxy Fix, my journal planner. I'm just getting started on this, and I'm really excited with it. And if you'd like more information about my crafting podcast about crochet, knitting, spinning, you can find me on Ravelry as gojenn. And Ravelry is a site where crafters of all kinds get together and share projects and things like that, challenges. So if you know somebody that is a crafter, please send them to Ravelry. It is free to join, and it's more patterns and yarns and things that they will ever need. And I also post on Instagram, and I have a weekly podcast on YouTube, and it is the Gojenn, Gojenn podcast. Thanks a lot.